Today is 5/1/24, and we have a, what year is the Volt?
2018.
2018 Volt, and the owner hit a pothole and caused the bead of the tire to come off the rim. So he put in the built-in pump and was not able to pump it up. So he took the supplied emergency sealant kit and pumped inside the tire, and this is what it looks like. A whole bunch of milky stuff here. So afterwards he was able to use the pump and pump it up. And so I guess in hindsight what I told him is if he was able to take this tire out and perhaps take it and just bounce it up around on the road, and then it might push the bead a little bit further out, because every time you compress here, this side goes up, and then he might be able to use the built-in pump to pump it up. Another thing is, if he has some water there, maybe just whatever the side he sees the bead is out, he can take a water and pour it around, and then also actually do the bumping thing, add some water, and then if you pump it up, it may hold. But the difference between the car pump versus like a big old tank like that tank is giving out a giant amount of air really fast, and then that's enough to push this up, versus the slow trickle charge of air is just not enough to do it. But after he put in the sealant, first of all, the can itself has a larger, faster amount of built-in air that just went in there and gushed and lifted up, and the minute it couldn't do it, that liquid in there made everything a little bit more closer gap, so the air can actually catch and lift it up. So that's the sealant doing the job. So now today we're going to take this off, and we are going to balance it, but we are going to put it back in the same spot. So the spot we picked was the valve stem there, and then we marked a red spot in the tire. But it so happens that this whole tire, there's an inside and outside, so we can't get the wrong. This is outside and this is outside. Then if you look all the way around, you have an E4 here. Next to the E4 happens to be a TWR, and that W lines up with our valve stem. So when we put it back, we're going to try to spin this thing around until that W gets close to that valve stem.
Wow.
So when we balance, we may not even have to balance at all. And that will help us with saving the time on the balancing part. But if the rim is a little bit bent or something is bent, then the balancing will help out. So now the question is, how are we going to get all this gooey stuff out? So I have an evacuator that sucks out, like when I do oil changes on boats or jet skis. So I'm going to bring that over here. I'm going to suck it out, and then that will help me get a lot of that out. And then after that, I'm just going to shoot some water and soap and just wipe it on my cloth. All right, thanks for listening. But that's what you look like when you use the original GM sealant. There's like that much in there. So if you don't take it out, then I would imagine that when you go, that would affect a little bit of the balance. And the other thing is, I don't know if by the time you take out the valve stem, can you even turn it upside down to even get this liquid out? I mean, this liquid might not evaporate like water easily. It might take a long time. All right.